Hey guys, it's Tuesday, November 3rd. This is going to be part 2 for my daily update for 11/3/2015. Um, and I went and helped my mom today. I'm still waiting on my Social Security stuff, so I'm trying to find stuff to do to help my family without breaking any kind of thing where I wouldn't be able to get the Social Security. It was tough, because I was sitting in an office still. One experience that I found, and I don't know if you guys know, I know that with the remote neural monitoring, they can affect your bodily functions, but I was, and I'm sorry to get so, I guess personal, but I needed to go to number 2, which I was holding in. I was holding it in and I wouldn't go. And then I started to feel like, and it was definitely not my stomach, it was definitely microwaves being aimed at my stomach. And I was like, oh man, they got it. They got the radar. It's my mom's office is too close to them. They got it working, or they positioned it right to where they're really hurting me. Oh my God, But what had happened is I had let my number 2 back up so bad, and just like they can microwave the contents of your stomach, they were doing that to my colon. And so I went and relieved myself, and the pain of what they were hitting in the stomach was a lot less. So I didn't know that. I knew they could microwave the contents of your stomach, but not actually what's in your colon. So I learned that today. I also wanted to explain, and this is just kind of a wrap-up of my day. I guess these 15-minute videos can be good, and I'll just do part 1, part 2, part 3 if I want to do longer stuff. So it will be good, and they upload immediately. It's gonna upload as comedy until I change it. My mentor, he texted me and he was like, "Why is it comedy?" And I saw another target individual where his uncle's car got totally just everything taken out of it, and it was comedy, and I was like, did stalkers do that to him? They switch it to comedy. But it's like if you upload it from your phone, it just automatically publishes as that. You can't change that, so I have to go into the computer and change that, which I will do quickly from now on. But I also just wanted to tell y'all, I changed my picture and my background, and I wanted to tell y'all what they represent to me. The picture is of Batman in the new Dawn of Justice movie, with the full armor when he's gonna go up against Superman. That's important to me, and I especially have that image in my mind a lot when I'm fighting this, because Batman's not gonna go in with his regular costume to fight Superman, because Superman will crush his head. So he always prepares. He prepares for what he's fighting. So he gets really thick metal to put all around his body. So it represents preparation for this, because our bodies aren't supposed to, engulf microwaves 24 hours a day. We're not supposed to, have microwaves shooting into our bodies, our organs, under our skin when we sleep. So we have to prepare. I mean, we have to get technology and defend ourselves, and that's what that represents to me in a very strong sense, deep down inside me, because I love Bat. He's my number 1 favorite superhero. So I changed that, and then the background is basically the sun coming over the earth, which to me represents the dawn, and especially it falls into the dawn of justice that I think is coming. It's coming for justice is coming to be served to stalkers and killers who are killing us in our homes, and we will get justice, the stalked, the targeted. I believe that it's pretty dark right now. I was looking at videos, and while I was kind of sitting around where I work, or where I'm gonna work, and there's so many targeted individuals. It's like from 2 years ago, or 3 years ago in this house, and it's been a lot longer for me being tortured. There weren't as many targeted individuals coming out and speaking, and there weren't as many in existence. So there are more and more targeted individuals every day. There's more and more videos. There's just more of us being target it and put on lists as the days go by. It's disconcerting, but to see all the videos and all the information that people are giving out and how we can connect on it and learn from each other, that is exciting. That we are starting to grow in numbers like a ton, and we'll be able to get good demographics on how many people are being targeted, specific numbers, pretty soon. But I just wanted to tell y'all what those things represent to me. I thought it was really cool. I wanted to kind of change my picture and my background today. I came home and slept a little bit, and I was very hurt in my sleep. My stomach and my chest. I think they're switching it up a little bit. Not just aiming at my head, but trying to aim at my stomach and my chest. And that's all right. I'm a little bit tired. I have to go, back in and help tomorrow, and I'm a little bit not scared, but it's hard to be murdered and go about trying to impress people on how you can, help them out, which I know we all feel. So I'm tired, I'm really tired, but we have to do things. We have to guard ourselves, and we got to keep going, just no matter what happens. There's too many people out there suffering, and then I see young women in the vehicular stalking or the Citizens Corps, and then I know that young women and women of all ages are being raped and microwaved in their homes. So it's too much to take sometimes. It's too much darkness to take sometimes. It's a serious thing. I know that the people, my stalkers, are very reductive. It's not a big deal. They know I didn't do anything, but they want to finish me off. Because I am putting out information, because just I am on the list. So I can't really say, because I put information out, they're going at me harder. They definitely did. I'll tell y'all this much. They worked very hard at stopping me from putting out information over the computer, from downloading videos over the computer. So that can tell us all something. That information going out is very dangerous to these guys. They don't want it out. They worked very hard to stop that from processing. And I don't really understand it, because if they just are trying to make me look crazy, and the stuff that I'm talking about, a lot of people don't believe, target individuals believe, but a lot of people in the general populace don't believe. Well, I guess I do understand it, because people aren't total retards, and enough people start talking about something, the same thing, and people figure out stuff, which they already are. There are comments by people that I don't even think are targeted individuals, and they're trying to give me ideas for how to protect myself and to get legal help, and they're not even targeted individuals. I don't know who they are, what their backgrounds are. So we are getting to a point that it's dark, we're hurting, but there are people, good people, coming out of the woodwork. They're seeing this and they want to help. And I know they're in the agencies that are involved in this. They're seeing this. They're starting to discover that it's not what they think. A lot of the Fusion Center people and the InfraGard, which is associated with the FBI. There's the InfraGard, and then there's the Citizens Corps. Citizens Corps are DHS oriented, and then the InfraGard is associated with the FBI. And these are citizens that are involved in the gang stalking portion, but not necessarily the microwaving in the house. My attacker, he doesn't see, he knows he's murdering me and my family. He knows he's hurting us really bad. He doesn't care. He either thinks something else is more important, or, like we all say, it's just insanity and you can't figure it out. Those things really, like I've said this a million times, you could sit there all day and go round and round. The important thing is stopping it. And the way we're going to stop it is not by abolishing this technology. The technology is going to be around. But if we can get people to understand it, there will be less abuse in the beginning. Less abuse, more accountability, and eventually the technology will be pulled out into regular society. And we've got to speed that up. We've got to speed that along. And, there could be better things that I'm not thinking of that can happen. class action suits with a lot of targeted individuals where we can get compensation for the torture that we've endured, the hurt to our families. These things can happen, but I'm saying probably worst case scenario is that we get enough information out, the abuse lessens, the accountability increases for these things. Agencies will be held accountable by civil rights groups. So we're moving towards that, and we need to get information out. So I would just call out to all targeted individuals to just tell your story. I mean, there are some guys on there, and I don't want to call them simple. They're being targeted, but they don't know a lot about this. They're not trying to go into the technology. And me, in some cases, I'm like that. But they get out there and they speak about what's happening to them, and it helps. It helps me to hear somebody simplify it and be like, hey, these guys, I had a thought, what if this or what if that, and it's, they don't know about the technology. They don't know that it's remote. They think it's just people around them or something like that. And every case is different, so it could actually be that. But every perspective in this. Don't think, if you're a target individual and you're like, well, I just don't know anything about this, I'm confused about it. That perspective is necessary. That perspective deserves to be heard. So just keep trucking. I really love you guys, because what I'm going through is so vicious, and I imagine that what y'all are going through is just as vicious as me. So I really love y'all, and I do feel for you, because it's happening to me, and I would feel for you even if it wasn't happening to me. This will end. It's just the timing of it. So we've got to have a lot of hope, and we've got to just we've got to do our part. All together. Everybody does their action, and pretty soon, me and my mentor are talking about, like, we're gonna have to group up, get people in the same house, target individuals, see how that works, and eventually, if we can't stop this within a couple of years and people are still dying, still being tortured, we may have to actually build communities, of just targeted individuals where we can keep each other safe. And I'm not. That's kind of a pipe dream that I have no real plan of how to do that. But I know the start is us getting regionally connected and physically connected, so that we can do that. It is a war. These people don't see it as a war. The people attacking us, they kind of see it as an extermination or a experimentation. It's not like a fight. It's more of just a slaughter, because it's one person versus a whole big system of people that they're gathering. But it is a war for us. And some people call it yesterday I was laughing. I was like, it's the neural war, because the remote neural monitoring and all the new technology involved in it. But the sooner that we get information out, get awareness out, the sooner that these people can be held accountable, or at least not get away with the things that they're doing so easily. Good agents, good policemen will be aware. They'll be like, this isn't working, this is hurting innocent people, these people aren't dangerous, this is stupid, it's going to destroy our society. And if it does grow and it's not stopped, it will destroy our society. We won't have freedom. There will be thought police, and that doesn't work. It doesn't work, because people thought you can't judge what somebody's going to do by what's going on in their visual cortex or anything that you're reading off of a remote neural monitoring. It's insane. But people's ignorance of technology, and since it looks so good, so novel, and for these people that attacks, it's novel all the time. People can be tricked into believing something works, and that's when we lose. When something doesn't really work, but people are tricked into believing that it does. That's when crazy things happen. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and stop the video. I hate this because it's very short. I love you guys. God bless you, and I'll see you on the next one.